Hi, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So as some of you guys will know, and some of you guys do not, I was accepted and got lucky and got into the Tree of Savior beta, which I've been playing for the past, I guess I've put about 30 hours of time into it. And I remember this is a beta, I don't want to sit there and, burn myself out and whatnot. So I'm probably going to be taking a break, and I want to talk to you guys about some of the really good things about the game. And there really aren't too many things that I see that are that bad about the game. So this is kind of going to be, I guess, like an extended first impressions in a way, slash kind of like a review. So, alright, so let's talk about some things why I don't want to play the game too much right now. So, in the game, you have a buttload of customization. What I mean by a buttload of customization is within your skill system of your classes. So if you look, I'm Swordsman. I'm actually Swordsman tier 2, and then I'm Barbarian tier 1, and then when I get 15 job level on Barbarian, I can choose my next set, whether or not I go to my next two classes, or I decide to continue in Barbarian and tech up again. So, there's a lot of customization. Between just raw classes themselves, I don't even know if this includes secret classes, there's about 750 plus different routes that you could take between all four of the classes. Now just note that you can't become like a priest and then merge into a mage, but within your four subclasses being swordsman, cleric, I think they're swordsman, cleric, archer, and mage, you've each got so much customization within them. Now normally on a game, you would look on a website and you could see all the classes' skills, right? That's how it is in Tree of Savior as well. The problem with Tree of Savior is it's not just the skills that matter in the game. So, for example, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go and just like go to just go to town here. Now again, this is nothing wrong with the game itself. The game is very new. It's in its first actual English beta. I think this is the third English beta overall, but it's a very, very, very new game. And being as it's very, very, very new again, these are some of the reasons why I want to let the game grow a little bit before I, just go absolutely ham in a beta when my character is going to get wiped anyway. So, I'm going to go ahead and move over to show you guys something about attributes, which is a very, very, very big portion of the game. I would say attributes of your classes is like a 30-70% split, meaning like you have your class skills, which for my barbarian would be like let's see. I can pick 3 of these 4 to max out. Essentially, you get 15 points. There's 20 overall to allocate. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. So I've got like Embowel, which is a stab and kick. I've got Stomp and Kick, which tramp down an enemy while on air or jumping attack. Damage will be decided according to the character's height and shoe defense. Aggressor, which is a self-buff, which the website and the wiki both said that it lowers your critical chance but increases your accuracy, and in the game it actually increases your attack and increases your accuracy and increases your critical chance and a bunch of other shit. So a bunch of things keep getting changed, and it's really, really, really hard to actually theory craft something. And here's why again. So if you look over at like my swordsman trainer, right, which would be training my class before, there's a bunch of stuff inside here. And you get stuff, for example, like increase the AoE of a skill. You can set it so one of your skills does a knockdown. More specifically on the Barbarian and on the Highlander. Highlander is the one before Barbarian. You can research two-handed weapon mastery, meaning you literally cannot play a two-handed weapon class unless your class itself has an attribute that allows you to be proficient in two-handed weapons. And you can't see that because that's changed everywhere you go. Whether you're looking at it in Korean, it's gotten changed. If it's translated, it's gotten changed. And it's really, really, really difficult to actually look down and figure out where you want to go. And when you're playing a game where, I've already spent 30 hours of grinding to get myself to a Barbarian, only to find out that what I wanted to do wasn't even valid because the whole thing got changed. And of course, this is a beta. I'm not here complaining about it. I'm just saying I would like to see, I'd like to wait for a little bit more in the beta to see that the skills have gotten translated properly and to see that we actually have more information. Because when you go to Job Advance, you can't see any of the class attributes. If you could, that'd be great. you can only see the class's skills. And again, you can't see the cooldown of it. You can't really see the damage rate. You can't see anything until you actually have the skill. Like if I look at Stomp and Kick, it just says tramp down an enemy while on air, etc. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't tell me what the cooldown is, what the mana cost is. It doesn't tell me anything until you actually activate it. So this is just a little bit of the few ones, but this has absolutely nothing at all with the core game, assuming that this is just information that's going to get released as we go on. And another thing about this, why it's so crucial, is if you look down the list of what is it, the list of like tiering up or job advancements. I mean, if you want to dual wield like I didn't realize I had to put about 600 hours into the game before I could even hold an offhand weapon. So it's just a little bit of information that's kind of, you know, mistold here and there and here and there. But overall, I guess when it comes to the game's performance, it's really, really, really fun, man. It really takes me back into the old days of like Korean grinding, but at the same time it's a different style because it's not like tab kill, tab kill, tab kill, tab kill. It's like jump around, massacre, AoE here, pull this, and then there's even different styles. So this is another reason why I really like the game. So if I hit N right now, okay, here we go, N, you'll see a bunch of different level ranges popping up for the areas. Yellow areas are considered dungeons. I don't know if they have actual dungeons later on and raids coming in, that's something else. But the reason why this is cool is you can see there's a lot of areas that are close together. So like Tenet Garden and Neferfuck Cliff are 32 and 35. Tenet Chapel's 40. Visual Ravine's 46, 49, 52. You don't actually go in an order and keep going like this. Depending on your weapon type, you actually go to different areas. So I'm going to go to Visual Ravine really fast, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean. You have a bunch of different types of damage in this game, and it's really, really, really important to make use of that. You literally will deal double the damage to something, or sorry, I think it's 50% more damage to something that is weak against your weapon type. And, you know, certain classes can weapon swap, certain classes cannot weapon swap, but it is a absolutely, like, substantial difference. So I'm going to go ahead and just put my buffs on here, and I'm going to hit this guy with my two-hander. That's 429. I'm going to switch now to a one-handed shield, but it's a blunt weapon. 200s. So from 240s to about 400s. Now granted, again, this is a two-hander versus a one-hander, but still, it's a pretty substantial difference at how much of a damage increase it goes to. And majority of my characters still goes off buffs, so the two-hander is still not as insane as it would be. And then of course you have your stat distribution as well, and I actually decided to go full strength on my character at first because I had like this whole thing designed out because of the way the barbarian buff worked, and I realized that's not how it worked, and now I wish I could go full dex and change all of it, but I can't do that right now. So it's a bunch of things that I really can't wait to see some quality of life improvements in the game. But still, like, it's fun, man, and you know, I don't get to play games like this often. I don't even know how to, I really don't know how to describe it. It's just a really, really, really cool game. In a way, I guess you could kind of say it feels like an action role-playing game, but in like an MMO mindset. I honestly have no clue how to say it because, you know, I didn't play Ragnarok back in the day. I played it for a little bit, but the combat wasn't like this at all. Some people compare it to like Diablo, but it's not Diablo at all. So that's why they want to compare it to an action role-playing game because of the way it feels, but it is an MMORPG just with a bunch of customization. So I'm looking forward to it, man, but we're probably gonna probably not gonna release too much content after this video. This video might be it, possibly until another beta release, or we're gonna see exactly what happens when. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you guys out, and remember, if you enjoyed it, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and feel free to check me out live at twitch.tv/Pohx. Hope you guys have a wonderful time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.